Love is an action word. Change, bro. That is not true. Sis, that is not true. People don't change automatically. They will change. I'm not saying they won't change. Of course, the adjustment will come.
You are married forever, so try and solve problems as it's happening. Babe, I don't like this.
Amazing time with us. We want you to join us again as we
so we are live.
Yeah, we are live.
Well, 1 month anniversary. So
1 month and some days actually.
Yes.
Well, happy anniversary to us. Anyway.
Thank you.
So it's a very good one that we are having our first recorded video to talk officially. This has been one of our dreams, and it's one of our dream come true. Yes. And all the while we've been talking about our lifestyle, our wedding, but this is not what this channel is all about alone. We intend to talk about lifestyle, we intend to talk about faith, we intend to talk about relationship. We are crazy Jesus lovers, and we are always proud of that, and we'll always talk about that. And relationship wise, we also feel that one of our mandate of coming together is that God is going to use us to help restore homes, help encourage people, help direct young people in the area of purpose, in the area of marriage, and we're trusting God to be able to deliver that mandate well to our generation. So today, of course, we decided that let's do the first one. So I want you guys to really support us by subscribing.
Please
subscribe, share, keep sharing, and we'll ensure you that we're going to share very quality videos. And for those of you that like traveling, don't worry. Both of us, one of the first things that attracted us together was traveling. So we ensure you that as we explore the world, we take you along with us to explore the world with us. So, so what do we want to talk about today, Debbie?
Yes, so today we're going to be sharing the lessons we've learned since our first month of marriage. I know that
we are new,
yes.
But of course there are a few things we've learned, and we felt that for people that are newlywed, they could also learn some of these things. And even if you are not yet married, but at least you want to one of these days, so at least you want to get to understand some things.
It's beyond reading books. There are some things that you actually learn on the job. So this is us sharing from our experience, and we're not going to waste your time too much with the intro. We'll just dive right into the video. The first thing, babe.
Yeah, the first thing here is patience and communication. What you believe that newly wed should learn, because this is newly lessons from newlywed to newlyweds, and so those that are so patience and understanding. I think, especially as a man, or not just as a man, even as a lady, one of the things you need is to be extremely patient. The truth is that both of you are coming together from different backgrounds. The way you do things, you are different. In fact, even church teachings and a lot of things maybe were a bit different, So coming from totally different backgrounds, but you need to be very patient with each other. You need to understand each other. Understand how a woman thinks, understand how a man thinks, understand her philosophy about life, what makes her do certain things. Understand for my babe, for example, let's say she's more of maybe like she said, she's more of like a night person, midnight person. Me, I sleep at midnight. I prefer to work in the morning, maybe early hours of the day, or during the day and stuff like that. There are times she has to leave me on the bed and go and do some work in between. All right, so for me now, I have to just be understanding. But she doesn't do that all the time. But sometimes I wake up and I don't see her. I say, "Oh, where is this baby again?" But I just need to understand that this is her. Of course, we need to talk about it and others, but you need to be patient. Everything is by fight, and so patience and understanding will really help you, because you'll be seeing different stuff, and getting to live with this person every day.
Yeah, because when you actually think you know somebody, it's different when you're in a relationship because you're not in each other's space. You just meet once in a while and all. So when you're married, it's like a whole new ball game. You have to start understanding each other, and that takes me to the second point, which is communication. So in the process of you trying to understand your spouse, you have to communicate. There are some things that you might not like or might not sit well with you. The idea will not be to just put it all in and then ball it all in. If you talk about it, try to like solve problems on the go, because you are married like forever. Do you get? It's not like you're married today and tomorrow you're not married. So you are married forever. So try and solve problems as it's happening. Babe, I don't like this. Immediately it's happening, so that you'll be able to like cross that hurdle and then move on.
So let me just add something to that openness is important, and then you need to learn to talk about all things. And last thing I need to say is that the other party is not an angel. Don't assume that the other party will just know what is wrong with you. You need to talk. Sometimes some people just give attitude, the face just changes and other stuff like that. But you need to talk about things. If you don't open up, the other party will not know what you're going through.
Yeah, that's true.
So the third point is love is an action word. Love is a verb. Love is a verb. You can't say you love and then you are not showing it in your action, in the way you do. If you're Christian, you read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, you see the qualities of love. Love is selfless, love forgives, love does not keep record of wrongs. This is love, so you need to love. You can't claim to love when you do not know how to love God. It begins with that. No, this is not, but the truth is that love itself is God. Okay, so if you don't have, if you don't really understand that concept, it takes a lot, but love is very important. You need to love the person. So ensure that you love your partner passionately. And if you are not yet married, you don't just go for somebody that you say, I love you. His love is just with words.
I feel like when you're married, beyond when you're dating, it's easy to just type I love you, do stuff. But you have to practicalize the love. And practicalizing the love is not just when it is easy, he bought me flowers today, I love him today, and tomorrow he did this, I don't love him again. No, it is an action word. It has to be continuous. I think everybody should probably read that 1 Corinthians, so that chapter 13, so you have that list of what love is, and then you know how to practicalize it in your marriage. And then we'll go to the next point, which is companionship. I remember the wedding, people will be around and then everything will be bubbling and all, and then you just discover that it's getting to the evening time, and before you know it, everybody will just go carry their bag. Oh, it's no, bye bye. Before you know it, it's just you and your husband, and then that is where the reality will dawn on you that this is marriage, and then it is just the both of you that is in the marriage. Do you get? If you're not careful, you get bored of each other at some point. Yes, because you're seeing the same person every single day, every time, and it's just. But you have to be creative with things that makes you both happy. Find a common ground. And that makes
you bond,
Yes, that can help you bond. For us, we like traveling a lot, and we've done lots of traveling since we got married. And then the companionship thing also, I think sex too is part of it.
Yeah, not just part of it, is very important. It's not part of it, it's very important. I think if newlywed, you need to give a bit of time into exploring that. You need to be calm with each other. Maybe one of these days we do another video on that. So you need to be calm with each other. But the truth is that it's part of it. It's part of what God has put in the union to be enjoyed. So you need to enjoy it, but be patient with each other. Don't try to want to explore everything at once. Okay, so that's important. The last thing I would say on that companionship is that spend quality time together. Talk. sometimes it's not just about the activities. We travel, we move around, we go to eateries, it's good. But sometimes just spend time to talk.
It might not even be talking. It might just be doing things that that both of you together. Maybe taking a walk. You don't have to spend money while taking a walk. But in a way, you get to bond. You can even Netflix, and chill.
Watch movies. So just think of things that you both love. Or you enjoy. We watch movies together.
Does not have to include you guys spending money. It's just about creative. Just be creative. It might even be games. Play games.
Yeah, you play video games and other things.
So
play
whatever
different things.
Works for you.
Movies. Even if you don't like the movie, she's watching the movie. Just support our ministry and encourage her by seeing.
So you've been supporting our ministry. All those movies that we're watching.
They are good movies. You always choose fantastic movies.
Okay.
Point is selflessness. 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 This is very important. I had to learn this and always learn this, that you need to learn to be selfless in building a home. And the thing is that if you always want to have your way, you won't succeed in marriage. Marriage is about compromise. I tell people, you need to healthy compromise. Sometimes you need to this is what you want, but you don't need to have your way all the time. All right, so selflessness, don't try to put yourself first. And Jesus always taught us that too. You need to die to yourself for you to
live the Jesus kind of life. When Jesus was saying that we should love as Christ, men should love as Christ loved the church, he knows exactly what he's saying, because you have to be selfless. You have to be intentional about putting each other first. It shows that you care and then you love them. And if you make those sacrifices for your spouse, it is easy for them to also make that sacrifice for you. Do you get? So for example, now let's say my babe goes out of his way for me, like anything. So if I have to wake up in the morning, in the night, in the evening to cook for him, if I have to go out of my way to do anything for him, I'm not angry. I will happily do that, because I know that he can do much more for me. So when you know that your spouse is selfless, your spouse is putting you first actively, it is easy for you to also make sacrifices for each other. So it's like a two-way thing.
So the summary is just put each other first. And don't always want to try have your way all the time. When you do that, you always have issues compromises in marriage. All right. The next one, babe, what will be the next one?
We talk about avoiding comparison.
Avoid comparison. And I think this is very important. People are not the same. When you get married newly, you are going to see meet some other young couples, you meet some other people, you go to places, you read stories about other couples, and sometimes you're like, I wish my husband is like this. Or before you see another woman dressing this way, say, I wish. You can always talk to her, this is what I want, this is what, but don't compare your spouse. It's deadly.
You don't even know these people. Like, why would you compare yourself with couples on Instagram or Facebook? You don't know their reality. You don't know what it is they are going through. Even if you know them, they won't tell you everything about them. Nobody likes to share their dirty secrets. So on the internet, we are all putting our best forward. So it is on you to decide what your marriage will look like, and then actively be intentionally decide to create that kind of life you want for yourself. But avoid comparison. Don't say, these people did this for their wedding ceremony, so we have to do that too. This or that. My husband, these people traveled to the UK for their honeymoon, and I have to do that too. It doesn't make sense. Create in your own marriage, in your own home, decide, this is what we want, this is what we like, this is what is our value system, and this is how we are going to work actively to achieve it. And as long as you are meeting that goals, you're happy. Before we move to the next one, I just want to say comparison has a way of
killing or destroying someone's self-esteem.
Yeah.
When you begin to compare another man, another woman with another, you say, you don't even know how to cook. This person, do you understand? Those things, as if you don't encourage the person. Or a man, you say, your mates are doing tech, they are doing coding, they are doing whatever. This is what they are making. You understand? So, see, understand your partner, support them, encourage them, believe in them, be their number one fan. And for me, that is very important. When you support a man, it helps him to give you his all,
best.
His best. And the same way when you support your woman, whatsoever is doing. So the next point as we move forward will be know you marry each other's family.
Yeah.
We are Africans, so we need to understand this part of family. Family are good, but I think we just need to know how to manage them well. But listen to me, they are part of it. No matter how you want to see it, if you're an African, you just need to understand
so
that.
You have to actually start embracing your in-laws now.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother-in-law is your mother.
Yeah.
Your father-in-law is your father. Your sister-in-law is your family.
Yeah.
You are now having just look at it as you have
family,
a big happy extended
consciously
family.
Call them. Don't say call them,
out,
talk to them, reach out,
and then
greet them,
have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
It's just it comes with the baggage of you marrying someone else, and just let it be in your mind, and then it makes it easy. Some people don't want to have mother-in-laws because they feel like all mother-in-law is evil. If you now carry that mentality and enter marriage, even if the woman is trying to be nice to you automatically
you start thinking evil about her.
So you might
So I think before we move on, babe, on that area of families, is that I also feel that you need to put some boundaries when you are newly married. For example, you have your mom, I have my own mom and stuff. You don't go to them and start telling them every of your plan, everything you do.
Yeah.
Try to keep certain things between you people. Your wife does not do something and you just go and tell them. You have a plan with your wife. This is how we want marriage to be, and they call you and you start telling them. I think that is not wise. It's not making you look matured as a man.
Yes.
It's not making her look mature too as a woman. Then it's not making her gain respect before your family. And if you rubbish your husband too before your siblings and before your parents, they will also not respect.
So the way you carry your husband or your spouse.
So please learn that. Please learn that. We learned that right from our time of relationship. I try do that a lot. She also tried to do that to ensure that good family have a way of respecting us.
Yes.
So we move further. Then the next one is that marriage doesn't change people automatically. My wife is laughing because we struggled with this point. I was like, we need to include it. She said, no, we need to include it. I said, no. I think people... So I will anchor it because I pushed this point forward. And the truth is that people expect that when they get married to people, they just change. Let's say let's say there's this thing your babe always does while you're in a relationship. She has not changed, and then you just believe that, oh, don't worry, by the time we get married, she's going to change. Bro, that is not true. Sis, that is not true. People don't change automatically. They will change. I'm not saying they won't change, of course. The adjustment will come. But don't expect that, because we are now married, the person will change automatically. I was talking to one, I said, listen, one thing we need to understand is that, see, if there is something somebody is doing that you cannot live with, don't bother getting married to the person. There's no point. But nobody is perfect. There are certain things people are doing that you can live with. But you can live with this one. You can accommodate it. But it's something you cannot just accept. Every day of your life you'll be so frustrated seeing the person. Don't just bother. Because if you look at it and say, when I get married, she's going to change, my brother, that is a lie. It's not true. People change, but not automatically. That's why I use the word automatically. Okay. So we spoke about patience earlier. So you need to be patient with them, but just understand that fact that she won't change automatically immediately.
So you can't
you can pray for her, you can be patient with her, but don't expect that automatically, hey, we are married now. just change. She doesn't like dodo before, she doesn't like rice before. Now I say, because we are married now, because I'm married to you, I'll start liking it. That is an expectation that might not come into reality.
Yes.
All right, so babe, what's the last one?
The last but not the least, actually the most important part is prayer. Pray together. I feel like people actually bond more when they pray together. I think it has helped our relationship so far, because marriage is like a school, an institution with plenty uncertainties. You know, you're going to get a house, you're going to give birth to children. There will be, that's why they say,
and the only institution that they give you a certificate before completing.
Yes, now
immediately you are entering like
there
this.
are so many things that will come up, life issues, problem and all. But because we have God, and because we have the Bible that says 2 will chase 10,000, the fact that you guys are married means that overall it's like busy Bitcoin or be crypto forex that'll be going up down. But the overall thing is that long time is progress. That's how marriage is. But when you are going through the down times, you have to learn to pray. You have to learn to pray together, have faith in God, and then always table your request to God. Yes.
Yeah, so that does it. Prayer is important. Prayer is communication between divinity and humanity, communicating to God. It's not just about shouting, but even in your heart, you are there constantly in touch with God. So I just want to say, in all things, take it to God in prayer. Most times you find out that people prefer to go to people first for counsel, forgetting God, and then they later run to God. But God should be the first person to run to. You should have mentors, of course. We do, even while during our courtship, we had mentors we talked to and stuff like that. But you see, you cannot take away the place of prayer. And I can tell you that even right from our relationship, we see prayer work. God, a lot of miracles happen. Maybe in another video we're going to talk about it. But listen, we had a lot of things happen for us in prayer. Our relationship was just barely a year before we got married, so I can tell you it's faith-based. We did everything literally based on prayer. The wedding, traveling, everything we did was just based on prayer, and we saw results as we fasted and prayed together. And so for us, this is important. And if you are there, you are newlywed about getting married in a relationship, ensure you put prayer as an integral part of your daily lifestyle and what you're going to do together. It will help you bond and increase your love for God. And the more your spouse gets to love God, the more your spouse can also love you more. All right, thank you. I hope you've learned something. I hope it's been an amazing time with us. We want you to join us again as we work on bringing on important and very educative and entertaining content to you. So don't forget, we say subscribe, turn on the notification button,
like this video,
comment also,
this video.
And then let me also say, if you know you have a video you want us to do, something you want us to answer, question maybe about purpose, about relationship, lifestyle, please
a guru in that
just do well to just type what you want us to do, and then we'll take note of that. Possibly one of our next videos might be to answer your question. All right, thank you so much. Remember to share with people, and support us in this cause, and we believe that together we impact more lives and make the world a better place for the glory of God.
Amen.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
love
baby.
you, baby.